This is Joy Detling, and I will be guiding you through conscious dance, which will be happening at the Yoga Center for Healthy Living on November 12th. And I hope that you will join us. And in this video, I'm going to outline, first of all, what is conscious dance? Is conscious dance for me? And also, what are some of the benefits of doing a practice like this? So, conscious dance, also commonly called ecstatic dance or five rhythms, there's lots of different offshoots for this type of format, is a type of dance container or space where it's really meant to be therapeutic and healing as we explore moving our bodies to a very wide range of music. There will be fast tempo, slow tempo, there will be stillness, there will be music that will make your body want to move, there will be all sorts of genres. And so the music selection is really intended to help induce creativity through movement in your body. And this form of dance is really meant to be therapeutic. So most of us are familiar with dance in environments like a nightclub or a bar or weddings, but usually there's alcohol or substances involved. And so we're taking this format, we're taking dance kind of to the other end of the spectrum. And if you actually look at pretty much all traditional cultures, dance is an integral part of the culture. It's a form of community building, it's a form of expression, it's also a form of therapeutic release. And so with conscious dance, we are really trying to get back to that intention with dance. And so we're taking it out of the bars and the clubs and we're bringing it into this more therapeutic space or the room in your yoga studio. And that, so there's no talking in this event. There's no phones or devices. There's no substances, no shoes. You just bring yourself and allow yourself to move however you want to the music. This is completely unchoreographed. It's just free form movement and expression or stillness if you choose throughout the dance. And so there's two reactions when I explain this to people, which is either, heck yeah, sign me up, I want to do that. And if that's you, you probably don't need to watch any more of this video. The other really common reaction is, that sounds kind of scary. And so if that's you, listen on. And as a former yoga instructor, there was a very common response that, well, I'm not flexible, so I can't do yoga. And my response as a yoga teacher always was, well, if you're not flexible, you have that much more to gain by coming to yoga class. And it's the same. We can use that metaphor when we look at this form of dance. That if you feel shy and uncomfortable, and it feels like dancing in front of people, and that kind of container is taking you out of your comfort zone, then you have all the more to gain by participating in a dance event like this. In fact, for many people, addressing the awkwardness, the shyness, the discomfort, that's kind of a part of the healing process in this. And so I say if I describe this event and there's kind of a nervousness or not sure if I want to do that, like the more awkward it feels, the more you're actually going to benefit from coming to do an event like this. So let me outline kind of the benefits that can come from doing this event. So it really is a very direct way to explore our authenticity and our creativity and our ability to be present and in the moment. And so a lot of people who feel awkward and they come to their first dance, and this is even, I've been through this process myself with doing these events, is that, at the beginning of the dance, you might just kind of notice this kind of awkwardness, this like, not really sure how I want to move, not like this is a very foreign experience to me. But it's a no judgment zone. You're going to realize quickly no one's watching you, no one's judging you, and that everyone is kind of in the same boat as you. And you're going to notice just over time, within 10 to 15 minutes in the dance, all of a sudden it's going to start to feel a little bit easier to move. And you're just observing yourself, observing these awkward feelings as you start to move into the dance more. And so many first timers that come to this dance will describe this exact process to me, how they felt very self-conscious in the beginning of the dance, and by the end they were able to just completely let go of that and let loose, and how liberating that process is for them. And I've heard people tell me that by doing these dance events, not only do they notice, okay, I can be more authentic, more creative, feel more free and liberated in the dance room. But one of my favorite things that I hear from people about doing these dances is that they start to notice that in their whole life. So they start to notice that outside of the dance room, that all of a sudden they feel more free. They feel more like they can be their authentic selves. They can say what they want. They can be themselves, and they feel a level of comfort with being themselves that they've never felt before. And just doesn't that sound nice? So those, I would say, are some of the biggest benefits. Really, is this more direct connection to our authenticity and a new form of comfort and acceptance of ourselves, however we are, however we want to move, however weird and wacky or still and quiet, we want to be in that dance room. We start to just accept it all. And if just to dive a little deeper into, the benefits of doing dance like this, I personally think dance is one of the healthiest movements we can do for our body, to allow for free form, undirected movement. It allows us to increase our mobility and increase our level of strength and suppleness in our body in ways that we often don't experience in an exercise class. It also really allows us to connect with, I believe, and I've experienced, to have more of a direct connection and understanding of my emotional body. Very often in these dance experiences, I might have, kind of more of an emotional experience rise to the surface. And what these dances do is it allows me to encounter those emotions, but then express them through my body and express them through movement. And I really believe that when we have emotion, but that we don't express it, if we suppress it instead, it can cause a lot of issues to our health. It can cause just a lot of stagnation in our body. So really allowing us to have a way to express self-expression, express our authenticity, express our creativity, express emotions that come to the surface through dance and movement and embodiment. It takes self-knowing and self-exploration and self-expression to an absolutely new level. So I hope that this video was really helpful. And if you have questions about or still want to know more about this format of dance, there's tons of stuff online. Look on YouTube, tons of testimonials. People are doing these dances all over the world. And conscious dance is one thing to look up. The most common name that you'll probably find attached to this type of dance is ecstatic dance as well. So I hope this was helpful, and I hope to see you on the 12th.